Hello and welcome back to How to Play Dwarf Fortress. This is part 25, and in this video I think I'm gonna stop my plans for a little bit and show you some of the nice little rooms that you should have in your fort near the beginning. I've got this little area dug out and it's expandable. I can dig out this way, this way, this way. I've got two doorways. And I'd like to build a meeting hall here. The only thing that you really technically need for a meeting hall is a table. So let's build a table somewhere, let's say here, right there. Have our dwarfs come in and build it there. Of course we're going to want to have a lot more things in this room than just one table, but I want them to go ahead and build this one first so I can show you how to set it up if they ever get around to it. Ooh! So I was digging down and I ran into a cave. So, okay. We will show you how to deal with underground caverns in the next video. But for now, we'll just a deep pit. My goodness, and a downward passage. Oh my gosh, we'll have a lot to do in the next couple videos here. But if you see those messages in your see, the cave starts at 95. Looks like, well, a little bit higher than that. Looks like I dug into it at 98. What kind of metal do we have here? Sphalerite, so we can make bronze, I believe. Hold on, let me bring up the wiki. Oh, no. Sphalerite is zinc. So sphalerite is involved in making brass and zinc, obviously. Brass is copper and zinc. So we can make brass. It's not going to be helpful for our military, but it'll be something to make. We can make some nice brass toys or something to trade for actual proper military stuff. And we got some marble here. But back to what we were doing. Let's go ahead and unpause here. I don't think there's anything dangerous yet in this abyss. Check it out. You can always check and see what kind of monsters are in the game by using the squad menu, hitting S, and you just pick any squad and hit K for kill and L for list. So we still got our outpost liaison. He's still trying to talk to us about the state of the country, and we have one opossum, and one bird of some kind, a peregrine falcon, I would guess. So there's nothing underground that's going to attack us right now, so we don't have to wall it off immediately. That's good. So let's get back to what we were doing. Let's go look at these buildings again. Unpause this. And see, I've got several buildings here, several rooms, I mean. Excuse me. Getting prepared to show you several different types of rooms. So we've got our table set up. There we are. So you can hit R to make it a dining room. Resize it. We're going to size it a little bit differently. Well, let's build some doors first. It'll automatically spill out into the hallway unless you have doors to block it. They don't even have to be built yet, but if there's a door there, then it'll stop the room. Unless you set the door to internal. So now we have this nice little room here. Now it's a dining room, and you can actually assign the dining room to one person. you can assign each table to a single person, but we're going to make it a meeting hall. You can assign the table, free the table if it's already assigned. Meeting hall, yes. We're going to hit H to change it to meeting hall Y. And you can resize it if you eventually dig out more area to make it a bigger room. But for now, that's going to be our meeting hall. And you will see soon all the people who are normally just standing around come into this room and hang out in here now. So we'll go ahead and build a couple more tables so they have somewhere to eat, and some chairs. And all of these things I've already pre-made in our workshop. So when you're wanting to set up these rooms, you're going to have to go into the workshops and make the items, the tables and the chairs. I also made some statues to put in here, so it's nice and pretty and lovely for the dwarves. So I actually only have 2 statues made. Oh, that's right, we sold some of the statues because they're valuable. So we'll make some more. I usually do that in between video, but of course you can see I've got some beds being set up to make for military and hospital and some other things. I made some tables, some doors. I'll make some more furniture and stuff, but know that you're basically going to be constantly making things out of stone and beds and all that good stuff. I still got the crafts going on the Crafts Dwarf workshop on repeat. We're making pots still. Let's see. Yeah, we're running out of room. Yeah, I dug out another stockpile room because we were running out of room. We got plenty of pots, so let's turn that off for now. I can't cancel. Oh, hello. Kitty. On my shoulder. Ah! And we're making bone bolts out of the bones. So, okay, yeah, we'll leave that for now. But know that you're constantly going to be making things like that. Our soap guy's making soap. That's fun. So, you want to set up your meeting hall to be nice and fancy with all the nice items, you know, made out of nice material eventually, as soon as you can, really. Because that's where they're going to hang out the most, and they're going to get the majority of their happiness from the items in that room. Usually if they're hanging out in a room, they want it to be fancy. Let me go ahead and show you how to do smoothing of stone and engraving. So if you go into the D for designations menu, and this is where you'll do either one of those. First, in order to engrave a surface, you're going to have to smooth it first. So you hit S for smooth the stone, and you can only do this on proper stone. You can't do it on dirt levels or clay or sand. And you also can't engrave stone that's been built. Let's say you build a floor on a dirt floor, like a stone floor over top of the dirt floor. You can't engrave on that stone floor. You have to have actual pre-smoothed stone. So I'm going to just do a couple squares here. You can select it just like you do in anything in the designations menu, using a rectangle starting at the blinking one and ending on the X. So we'll do 6 squares, and it turns into kind of like this, saying it's going to be smoothing those soon. And then anyone with the with the stone detailing mechanic turned on, we'll go and smooth that. Turn on one more person. Eventually, when you get an area smooth, you can engrave on that area. So and it increases the value of the room. Let's see how we're doing. We got our walls mostly built. Oh, that's the end of the first year. I think in the next video I'm going to do a year one synopsis. So since it is the end of the year, I'll go ahead and end the video here, and we'll show you the rest of the buildings that it's good to have built sometime around the end of the first year in a future video. But in the next video we'll do a summary of all the things that you should have done by the end of your first year, or you should be working on getting done. But until then, I'm Paul Bowbrookins. Like this video if you like it, and subscribe if you're wanting to see more videos from me. And but until then, we'll see you next time.